All right, guys. Welcome to this week's Ultimate No Prep Challenge. Let's go down the line and introduce ourselves. Up. I got some feedback. 1 second. Sorry for the technical problems here. Okay, I closed the other YouTube window. Okay, I am Thanks Skeleton, aka Chris. I have been hosting this for the beginning of this year. It is a Ultimate No Prep Challenge. Can we 4D roleplay? That's me. I'm a 4D role player. Roger, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Roger, also known as Roger, most places, and I'm not a 4D role player yet. I hope I make the cut. Otherwise, I'm off to the ice flows to get sent out to pasture. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this all week, so can't wait.
I'm Dom, returning player, probably returning GM this game. Let's be honest. Yeah, looking forward to it.
I'm Pancake. I've been here once before. I'm always looking to improve my craft and be a better role player and have fun along the way.
Alrighty. So we have 3 potential GMs. We've got Chris, Dom, and Pancake. Why don't you roll Tone? 1d8.
8.
GM's choice. Interesting. Okay, I think Roger, you should roll the setting.
Okay, stand by a moment. I don't have a D20 set up right now, but let me just very quickly get over there, and I will make it happen. Okay, I rolled a 12.
White collar. Interesting. This one's a little hard to understand, but this is basically just like doctors, lawyers, stuff like that. Some sort of doctor-lawyer thing. Dom, do you want to roll a 1d6?
We do it.
We'll do 1, 2 me, 2, 3 you, or 3, 4 you, etc.
Oh my god.
It is Pancake.
All
So
right.
Pancake, we're doing white collar. Your choice of tone. I would say let's try to kind of have some idea of tone before we start. But you could potentially do something that's not on this list. So the world is wide open for you.
You know, I've never gotten to run a horror game before. If you guys would be interested in that.
Okay.
I've always wanted to.
Horror. Excellent.
Nice.
Okay. Collar horror. What do we... Do you have any... Anyone have any ideas of what would be a good white collar horror profession?
Let's see here.
The first thing that comes to mind when I hear those two words together is severance.
Severance.
But I don't know if there's a way to play that game without just doing the show over again. But I guess in terms of what the job would be, it's sort of like office accountant, people just crunching numbers. They don't really know what the numbers are, what they represent. They just know they need to fill out the TPS form by Friday. You know, that's sort of my first instinct, but I'm not married to it.
Gotcha. Okay. So you're kind of proposing the idea of like the office itself is like evil or haunted or the kind of like the source of the horror?
Well, yeah, it's kind of that postmodern dehumanization sense of horror, that it's not, a big monster that's going to bite your leg off. It's, just your soul getting worn down and crushed until you look back in your life and there's just nothing there other than filling out spreadsheets. That might be a little bit cerebral for this, but
I would say kind of like what I would say is like, are we white collar people incidentally involved in some sort of horrific scenario, or is like the horror intrinsic into what we do? That's how I would separate it. I think kind of like,
sure.
I haven't seen Severance, but I have kind of like a pretty good idea of kind of like the concepts there. We got Conway with some ideas, but I think what we'll do is we'll keep the ideas.
I like the idea for being a bit more cerebral if we're doing like an office space. Like if we were to go into like doctors, if everything with that, we're being white collar, then like having that be a bit more supernatural, I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Just, it's already stressful, and now you have the unnatural. There you go. Yeah, like Conway said. So, scientists, fucking dentists, horror dentist.
Gotcha. Pancake, do you have any ideas or any commentary?
Most of my ideas I feel like are better if I don't tell you guys beforehand.
Sure. I guess, do you have any premises?
But I was thinking that you mentioned more like cerebral, abstract, might be a bit more difficult. Sure. I was kind of trying to think of how we would do that, but I'm always down to try whatever.
Well, I mean, you picked horror tone because you wanted to run a horror game, so I really believe it's GM's choice. So whatever game you want to run that is the horror game that you want to run, I mean, I'm here for you. So
most of the ideas that are coming to my head would involve you guys just being normal people going about your life until something terrible starts happening.
Were you thinking of like a certain work environment or in school?
It doesn't really matter too much to me.
Do we even need to be coworkers?
You at least need to be in the same place.
Okay.
I would think.
So again, I'm just throwing out an idea here. So one way to do that, for example, would be, there's this 40-story skyscraper, high-rise, all offices, a bunch of different businesses, and the three of us and maybe some other people are in an elevator, and the elevator stops. Right? And horror ensues, I'm sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Get down with that.
I can see the wheels turning. Everyone's so I'll just start talking about my character. My guy is Frank Cuso. He is wherever he is, he has pretty much reached the apex of his career. He's 47, and it's not as high as he wanted it. And he acknowledged that this is the apex, so he's got kind of like a little disappointment in himself. But he's not that torn up about it. He's just like, yeah, that's my life. Got a wife at home, got a house, got a summer house. Things are pretty good. So he's got some regrets, but not too many. So I'm going to start making that character in Notepad. Okay. Okay. Any partial ideas, Mr. Pancake, that we can start ideating on for our characters?
I have this idea of the atmosphere being very kind of taking from what Roger said earlier, very kind of this oppressive work environment that just soul consuming.
All right. Soul consuming.
I like it.
So
with Conway in the chat, I'm gonna play the forbidden card. I'm gonna play a close to middle-aged woman named Kathleen McCarthy.
Kathleen McCarthy.
I'll add my name in a moment. Single, never, not in a relationship, business focused, quote unquote, or not business focused, but occupationally focused. Focuses on her job. Mm-hmm. She is working for a real estate management company that has a section of this high rise, and she's just a secretary.
Okay.
Assists the brokers and what have you.
Gotcha. Secretary.
Mm-hmm. Real estate company.
I have an idea.
All right.
And I'm thinking that strikes, they don't necessarily represent your health so much as like your sanity in the moment.
Yeah.
Your capacity to hold on to like who you are,
Okay.
And so the threat isn't so much like physical danger, if you get what I mean. And so as you lose strikes, it's more like you're losing your mind.
I like it. And we can reframe. Let me pull up the sheet. I forget what it's called. Is it dodge? Let me pull it up here. We can reframe defend. We can reframe defend as like the resisting this assault, or would she keep that kind of thinking of that as will?
No, I think we can change defend. I think that works.
Sounds cool.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I like it. And attack is melee is like how well you deal with face-to-face confrontation. Ranged is over the phone.
Sure. That works.
Sure.
Okay. So oppressive atmosphere.
Low drop ceilings with fluorescent light bulbs and gray cubicles.
Do you have a profession in mind, or is it just kind of like generic white collar stuff?
I would think that it's more like a company, so you'd have multiple professions.
Right.
The company would have accountants and they'd have
okay.
the in-house lawyers.
Okay, so we are zoning it. We're zooming in on an actual company.
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Like, yeah, I'll be a secretary of that company. Awesome.
Okay. I think my idea is that I'm an accounting manager. I came onto the company in the past, basically the past month. So perhaps I am not inured or corrupted by the atmosphere yet.
All right, so I'm thinking of Rio Sanchez, and Rio is a real CrossFit bro. So he drank all the Kool-Aid when it comes to CrossFit. He's in the gym, the CrossFit box, an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. He's in sales, and I was kind of leaning towards something like protein powder sales or something kind of quasi-pharmaceutical food supplement like that. I'm not sure if that fits into the vision of the business, but he's in sales. He's not crazy about it, and just being inside an office is just killing him. Like, all he wants is a window to look outside. He's got a pretty steady girlfriend, but he's also pretty sure that she's cheating on him. But he just can't be bothered to confront her right now. He's just kind of tired, and it's never really come to a head or a conflict or a climax. So he's just kind of putting it off until hoping it'll go away someday, and maybe it will. So that's kind of Rio's deal.
Is he like a younger guy? Is he
he's probably going to say late 20s. And he kind of looks older because he's kind of tired and malnourished all the time. So he does look like he's, people are surprised when they find out that he's, in his 20s.
Wrong window there. Generate a piece of background art for myself. Okay, so a sales guy in their 20s. I think I can kind of I think I know what you're talking about.
And what did you say that Frank was? Like, what was his general? So you have sales, a secretary.
I'm an accounting manager. So I'm not an accountant anymore. I'm an accounting manager. So I've got kind of like a career man.
I kind of like Roger's idea of like a supplement company, like something kind of mundane and uninteresting. You sell just workout supplements.
Sure.
Some miracle supplement. It's supposed to change your life.
Yes.
All right. We work at natural nutrients. Alrighty. I think I'm ready to go. So as long as everyone else has got kind of like ready to rumble, let me know.
I think
Good.
I'm good.
All right, Roger, you ready to rumble?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
In the break room of natural nutrients, the fluorescent light above flickers slightly as an unfamiliar face with a name tag that says Ryan looks over at Kathleen and says, boring day again, huh?
I look up at him from a recently microwaved bowl of pickled vegetables. Yeah? My face yellowing slightly. My red hair messy.
Just feels like you're in here for an eternity, you know? Like there's no escape, and he gives you a sly smile.
It's not all bad, especially on my lunch break when nobody bothers me.
He chuckles to himself. Well, I just hope that there'll be some excitement as he starts to walk out of the room.
I sneer at him.
Oh, excuse me. Frank moves out of the way, holding a glass Tupperware container filled with his lunch. Excuse me. And I walk over to the microwave and pop it open.
It smells pickled.
I look over for the source and see the Kathleen's lunch. I frown and I say nothing, but I put my food in the microwave anyway. Clunk. Dialing in 3 minutes.
Rio Sanchez.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Frank, how's it going? You working hard or hardly working? Hey, let me scooch past you here. Gotta get my protein shake. You know, gotta get those protons in. Love that stuff. Oh, packed with goodness. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, how's it going? How's that dog of yours? Still barking up a storm, pooping all over the place?
We had to put him down. He ate something he shouldn't have.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's a real drag. Oh, that's terrible.
It's okay. It's okay. The little bitch was my sister's.
The flickering light above you goes out, sending you guys into darkness.
Fuck.
God damn it.
I pop open the microwave, feeling if the container of spaghetti is warm enough yet. All right. Well, this is gonna have to do. I might just eat at my desk, guys. Given this scenario, I point at the ceiling light.
Carbo loading, huh? Good call. Gotta keep that bulk on, my man. You got a window in that office of yours? You got some natural light?
Yeah, for sure. It's I point over to down the hallway. Yeah, it's just kind of like a couple hallways that way. It's
I mean, I don't mind myself eating in the dark. I mean, I think it helps build that testosterone. But if you don't mind, Kathleen, you want to maybe keep Frankie some company. Make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
What? I'm on my phone, typing up an email.
All right, I'll catch you later. Sorry about your dog, Kathy.
I scratch my chin a little bit. While walking down the hallway carrying my lukewarm spaghetti back to my office.
A tall, the lead salesman scooches past you and pokes his head into the break room. Why is it so dark in here? You in here, Sanchez?
Illuminated by my phone.
No, I'm over here. I just walked down the hall. I don't know what happened, man. Maybe call Andy in maintenance. Maybe the breakers blew again. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. It's Sanchez. I need to speak with you.
Yeah, right away, boss. Hey, Frank. I'll catch up with you later. Okay.
We're losing the Rodriguez account. I need you to. Well, you're going to have to come in this weekend. All right. We can't. Lose
man.
Account, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't have anything planned. I'd love to, man. Sure, yeah, I'll definitely be here. I'll get on that Rodriguez. He's a good pickle. I know that account's worth like a ton of money to the company. So yeah, I'll definitely butter him up, and yeah, I'll try to get him on that because we got that new product launch coming up in a week, right? So yeah, we got to have Rodriguez in for that for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But I hear there's been some competition trying to talk to him. Just make sure you keep him nice and buttered up, all right? Take him out to dinner or something. He's a big account.
You got it.
And all right, that's what I like to hear. And is that Kathleen in the corner?
Illuminated a bit by my phone.
He just waves at you and smiles and
I wave at him with my fork in my hand.
Kathleen, you still got signal? Because, yeah, I mean, I got like half a bar, I think. I don't know what's going on here.
I swipe down on my phone, checking the signal.
non-existent.
I close my HR email. No, Rio, I don't have anything.
Damn it.
Frank.
Entering into my office with one hand, I set the Tupperware down on my desk. Walking over to the sole window, I pull on the cord of the blinds to reveal the outside. I look out.
Your window has been covered up by construction tarp. It seems they have been repairing the siding on your side of the building.
Yeah, that fucking promised natural light. Through the dim blue light, I frown.
Alone in the break room, I look at the hairs on my arm. Look at the lack of light. Boosting testosterone, huh? Huffing, I begin to throw what's left of my food in the garbage. 'Cause- 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 'cause
building feels a few degrees cooler.
Hey, Kathy, you hear that? Like you don't hear anything, right? Like the office, the aircon fans are like always going in this building, always whoosh in the background, and then there's no whoosh. There's nothing. Maybe the whole block has gone dark. I don't know. I'm gonna hit the stairwell. There's usually emergency lights in there or something at least. I don't know.
Making my way towards Rio's voice. Yeah, I'll come. I'm on my way. I'm coming with you.
Hey, Frank! We're going down the stairs! Come on, Frankie!
I'm still eating lunch. I can't do a social call at this point.
Okay!
I grab. I wave down the hallway and shut the door to my office. And open up my Tupperware.
The light in your office, too, begins to flicker.
All right, I guess I look over to my the shimmering blue and white screen of my computer, a large spreadsheet open. Seems to almost yellow underneath the decreasing light. Oh, fuck.
Catching up with Rio. So where are we going? Just trying to find the handyman, see what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anything's better than standing around in the dark eating cold spaghetti, right? Here's the emergency door to the the emergency stairwell, and these doors, like, they should always open from our side, and especially if the power's out, the door's got to be open, right?
The door.
And it's just not?
The door swings open.
Oh yeah, of course it's open. So yeah, this is a stairwell, all right. Those emergency lights in these emergency stairwells, they usually come on when something bad's happening.
No lights in the stairwell, and there's someone brushes past you, quickly running down the stairs, whispering, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" and continues sprinting down the stairs past you.
What's the rush? What's going on? Wait!
They ignore you and continue moving.
What the fuck was that?
So I'll get my phone out and turn on the little flashlight thing, right? So click, it barely kind of illuminates this stairwell, but at least I won't trip and break my neck, hopefully. So come on, Kathy. It's always a good day not to skip leg day, right? It's only 30 or 40 floors. What's a little few stairs between friends?
Yeah, let's just figure out what's going on here.
Yes.
Frank, the light in your office goes out, and fog appears in front of your face when you breathe out. Quite cold.
I swallow a bit, give a couple of half-hearted clicks on the mouse to attempt to save my work. All right, there's something wrong with the AC, something wrong with the electrical. I'm out of here. I reseal my spaghetti. I put on my coat and I walk out my office door.
Out of your door is an unfamiliar hallway.
What?
Generic and bland doors line either direction.
Have I been dosed? I say to myself, remembering an experience with mushrooms in college. I reach out and touch the wall.
Feels solid. Cold.
Yeah, there's something wrong here. I wheel around to retreat to the safety of my office.
The door has been shut behind you and is locked.
I desperately try to open the door, panicking. What the
Body.
fuck? Ah. Fail.
The door does not budge.
Oh, what the fuck? The bile rises in my throat. I turn and begin to run down the hallway.
Rio.
Going down the stairs. Yeah, these stairs will take us down eventually. Hey, maybe we'll get lucky, Kathy. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a light coming out of one of the other floors. Maybe it's only our floor or the floors around us. Maybe our account manager didn't pay the electrical bill this month. I don't know.
It's. I mean, half of that is my job. Okay, and I know I did. Okay.
Oh, well, of course.
But let's. Jesus, I lean on the railing of the stairwell and take off my shoes. Just keep going.
An exit door on the landing below you.
I missed that. Sorry.
An exit door on the landing right below you.
Maybe these folks have some light or some power or know what the heck's going on. So I push open the door, but don't actually step in and just what can I see in there? I wonder.
The door opens, revealing the same hallway that you had left before above.
Catching up with my shoes held between my fingers. What the?
Isn't it crazy how once the light goes out, like everywhere just kind of looks the same? It's everywhere is like this. So I don't know. Let's just keep going. We'll maybe the next floor will have something better, eh?
It's like a national park cave or something, right? You just get turned
Yeah,
around.
exactly like that.
That's yeah.
Creak slam.
Frank, ahead of you, door to the left.
Walking, my pace slows. I can feel the residual warmth in the spaghetti Tupperware, but it's fading. Still holding it, I look to the doorway to the left.
The nameplate on the door reads Frank Cuso.
I've never had something like that. I'm just it was Rio that dosed me. Fucking bastard. I touch the door handle.
Ice cold. The door, without the handle being turned, swings in slightly.
Hello? I push the door in. Hello? Can I sit here for a second? I'm not feeling too well. I'm sorry.
Utter blackness greets you except for a small picture frame on the desk.
Taking steps forward, I peer down at the picture frame.
A picture of you and your family in front of you.
I scan the faces of Alice and my son Greg. I don't remember this being taken. I look over the picture carefully.
Over time, the faces in the picture begin to blur more and more until they melt away completely.
Clutching the picture frame in my hand now, I hold it up to my face. It's I guess this is just another hallucination.
Defend roll.
Success.
The feeling of your family's faces slipping away from you, but you recover them.
I think back to the kayaking trip we took 6 years ago. It was one of our best vacations. It was in the Southern California. Fantastic, warm. I try to remember the warmth. I set down the picture frame facing away from me.
Kathleen.
Falling behind Rio, my shoes in my hands, I peer over the middle point of the railing and look down.
At first, what seems to be 30 floors turns into 50, turns into 100, and spirals down infinitely. Defend roll.
Success. I look, shaking my head. Fuck. It's just like a national park, just a deep cave. I take one of my shoes and hover it over the fall in the midpoint.
Whoa! Hey! Now, be careful with your phone there. You don't want to drop that. You'll void the warranty if you throw it down 30 flights of stairs.
It's my shoe. I think they're more uncomfortable on these stairs than anything. This is weird. This is really weird.
Hell yeah, it is.
I let go of the shoe. Watch
No
it.
sound.
Let's let's just keep going. Well, it's got to get better soon, right? Like how could it get any worse? Let's keep going. Maybe the next floor will be better. I feel it.
I look back at the landing that we left from, and I place my other shoe down in front of the door, and then I catch up with Rio.
At the next landing, a door with a shoe in front of it. From between the stairs, a small whooshing sound.
I don't even know how to feel. I left that fucking shoe there, and I guess I'm glad that that it's here. But this is the same door.
That I guess this must be the door that we're supposed to go through, right? Sometimes when the good Lord closes the window, he puts a door in front of you over and over again. So let's take this door and see where it leads us.
I don't want to think about anything you just said. Just go. Yeah. I pick up my shoe.
A long, unfamiliar hallway before you.
See, look, we must be making progress. We're on a totally different floor now. What's going on? Maybe Frankie's around here somewhere.
Bland and indistinguishable from any other hallway. Frank.
Standing in the unusual hallway, I remember my college days at Ole Miss. We had magic mushrooms pretty frequently, and one thing that it definitely did was it affected the taste. So I need to test that. I open up the spaghetti and meatballs, and holding the dish to my face, I bite into a meatball.
Rock hard, frozen solid.
I spit it out onto the ground. That doesn't make any sense. I close my eyes for 5 seconds and then open them.
Down the hallway, Rio and Kathleen can be seen.
Hey! I shout and I wave.
Hey, Frankie!
I start walking towards the two people I know. Hold up! Wait!
Our arms are crossed, shoe in hand. We didn't get very far.
What's happening? How are we? What happened to the office? Why is it like this? I gesture down at the dark hallway.
It's turning into a cave.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's got to be those son of a bitches in R&D. You know, we had this new product launch coming up, and R&D were like, hey, Rio, hey, buddy, you want to make a few bucks? And I'm like, yeah, of course I want to make a few bucks. And they're like, hey, we got this new experimental product. It'll give you lots of gains. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm all about the gains. And so I start drinking it, right? And I've been on it for like 3 weeks now. And I've slept like 2 hours a night. I feel great. But, man, it's got to be them, right? And, like, they tell you, you got to, like, take, like, 16 of these pouches a day, and it's just busting my ass. I was going to tell you, but I might have, left a few sitting around in some of the refrigerated lunches here and there, because I'm like, they won't mind. It's just data, right? More research for them. So man, I'm really sorry, man. It's not my fault though. It's those R&D bastards. There's that guy, Dr. Ramirez. Man, freaking Ramirez, I don't know what he's doing. They got all those rabbit cages down there and stuff, and they're pumping stuff full of them. But anyways, super sorry, man. Like, I feel terrible.
Yeah, leave it to the new guy to sample the supply. Fuck.
What the fuck? I grab Rio by the collar.
No, it's okay, man. That's just the powder working. Just let it work through you. You'll feel the gains. It's okay, man.
What kind of drug could do this? This doesn't feel like anything I've ever taken. I gesture down the hallway. I gesture at the darkened stairwell. You're saying you dosed me?
Oh, I wouldn't call it dosing you. I left some experimental pharmaceuticals where somebody might consume them. Definitely. Kathleen, I hope your dog didn't get into them, because holy shit, it had like all these warning labels over it, like, do not let any canines eat this product. Will cause instant death. I'm sure it's unrelated. You wouldn't feed your dog leftovers from the office, right? Like, who would do that?
No. It's my sister's. No.
I punch Rio hard in the face.
Oof. I was not expecting that at all, man. Like, normally I'm pretty twitchy, but that was just out of nowhere.
What?
That really hurt, man. It's that powder. You're already getting the gains, man. That was a solid right cross there.
Frank, relax. He's an idiot. Okay, there's no experimental pharmaceutical that could do this stuff. Okay, my niece listens to a lot of true crime shit and keeps talking to me about it. There's no drug on earth that's gonna just let us. Like, this is too organized. Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with this guy.
From
I don't trust you.
From up the hall, a scream in one of the doors.
Fuck.
You all heard that, right? It wasn't just me.
Right.
I turn and try to stare down the hallway as well. Sorry.
A door 20 feet down or so, open. Blood begins to pool out from its...
Kathleen, what do you see?
Blood coming out from that door?
It begins to open.
Fucking bad time for me to take off my shoes. The fuck? I just begin to step back.
I back away from the door, completely terrified.
Out of the door, lead salesman Michaels walks out, a bloody knife in his hand. He points at Sanchez. Sanchez! How's that Rodriguez case going? As he drags the body of one of the female secretaries. I got a new supplement for him.
Yeah, hey, man. Yeah, I'm definitely on the Rodriguez case. It won't be a problem. I'll have results for you. No sweat. It'll definitely. Yeah, I'm on it, man. You met Kathy and Frankie here, right? They're good people. They're fantastic. Salt of the earth. Would do anything for the company.
Walking towards you, dragging the body behind him with one hand. He says, I swear to God, Sanchez, if you lose that account, we can't afford it.
Yeah. I know they're They're reducing the head count around here, right?
I turn and run towards the tricked door, the looping door.
Everyone make a defense check.
Success.
Failed.
One strike. As the head salesman, Michaels, starts laughing and profusely picking up his pace. Or maybe I should just take over the account, don't you think, Sanchez?
Hey man, you don't want Rodriguez as a customer, man. The dude's like nuts. The dude's loco. Like let me have one more shot at it, man. I'm telling you, I swear to God, I will. I'll get the account. He'll totally lock into this new product launch. Just give me a chance, man. I could do it.
A social check.
Success.
He stands, stops moving. All right. You got one more chance, Sanchez. You seen Daniels? I got a word for Daniels.
No, I haven't really seen anyone around. Maybe back that way. I haven't really been back over there. He usually kind of hangs out in that neck of the woods. Maybe.
He drops the body. All right, I'll find him. And he walks away from you.
The thud of the body pressed up against the looping door. I turn around, breathing heavy. Begin slowly walking back to Rio.
Oh my gosh, it's Kathy number 2. Skinny Kathy, we used to call her. Oh man, she looks, oh dear. Oh my God, what happened?
Her name is fucking Donna, okay? And fuck. I kneel to her body. Looking for stab wounds.
Multiple stab wounds in the neck and chest. Blood still pours from her warm body. Her eyes open, and she screams in your face, grabs onto your shirt. Defend.
Fail.
One strike.
Fuck! I try to push her back as hard as I can.
Body check.
Failure.
She grabs you harder, brings you in close to her own face. As she screams, blood spurts out on your face.
I stomp Skinny Kathy right in her skinny face. That's like I'm freaking out as just as hard as I can. Wow!
Melee.
Okay.
Drowning in blood. Flying.
Ooh, failed badly.
She lets go of Kathleen as she turns to Sanchez, and a high-pitched screech pierces your ears. Defend. A defend roll.
Oh, I failed that one. That was a critical failure, actually, on that. It's in my head.
Finally, she falls limp.
Coughing up blood from the ghoul. What the fuck? I can't!
Sure you can, Kathy. Come on, 10 more reps. You can do it. Buckle down. We got this, you and I, and Frankie too. We can beat this. We won't let those natural nutraceutical bastards get the best of us.
What are you?
Right? Yeah.
What are you talking about? It says we gotta get out of this cave.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
What? Kuso.
Disoriented, Frank looks around suddenly. Where are we? I wheel around.
Covered in blood spewing from my mouth. She just jumped up and was puking in my face. Rio shut her down though. We got to get out of here. We got to find light.
I reach down to help Kathy up and desperately attempt to pull out my phone and turn it on.
Black screen.
Fuck. I enraged, toss it aside.
Also, Michelson's running around with a knife. He's looking for someone else. I don't think he's going to kill us, but maybe he will. So we better be quiet.
The knife guy?
Yeah.
God.
Is this maybe a super realistic active shooter drill? Do you think they would do that? Sounds like something natural nutraceuticals would do to us, right? So we all took the mandatory training that was 10 minutes long and we all paid a lot of attention to, right? So what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to go to a safe room or something, right? If there's a crazy guy running around with a knife.
I don't know, Rio. I think.
Come on, Frankie. You're management. You're supposed to know this.
Frank, this is so beyond. Rio, this is so beyond anything I've seen. Are we dead? Is this hell?
Yeah, it's the purgatory that office workers go to when they die.
No. There's no fucking way that my hell is going to be an office building with you assholes for eternity. No way. We're getting the hell out of here. And after that, I don't care where I end up, but it ain't going to be here. So pull yourself together, man. And come on, let's get to, I don't know, there's got to be the printer room, right? There's always stuff going on in the printer room. Maybe there's a mail room. Maybe there's a notice or a poster or something that got a memo that came out that we all missed somehow.
I look around desperately in our surroundings, looking for exits.
Door from where Kathy and Rio came from, exit above it. In the opposite direction, bloody footprints lead to another doorway 20 or 30 feet down.
If we're doing this fucking Hardy Boy shit, in the stairwell, crazy infinite loop was great. We're going down. We only went down. Okay, we didn't go up because that seems fucking stupid. But I think I think the middle, the little stairwell, it was venting. There was like air or something. I don't know what any of that means, but for your notes.
So you want to go down the stairwell?
I'm just telling you what we found. Okay? We're not going to go down because down was the loop.
I drop to my knees and pray to Jesus Christ. Putting hands together, I close my eyes and attempt to feel some sort of comfort.
Will?
Success. I feel a warmth and a calmness, and wherever we are and wherever we're going to do, I haven't done anything to deserve this, so it's going to be okay. I murmur all of this to myself, and I open my eyes and rise. I walk down the hallway, gesturing for Kathleen and Rio to follow me.
Arms crossed, my nails in my mouth, and fingernails in my mouth. Follow.
Right behind you, Frankie. Yeah. Where are we going?
I look down the hallway.
One direction is an exit door. The other direction seems to go beyond sight, but bloody footprints lead from where you are to a door down the way.
I think we need to follow the footprints. I don't know why.
I mean, that was Donna's blood, wasn't it? That was just you were out, but that. I mean, we follow where they come from, maybe, because they're if you follow where they're going, dude's got a knife, he's killing people. These secretaries.
This could be a test of us to see if we would do the right thing. I don't know.
You're talking like Rio now.
I don't know
man.
I don't know what's happening, Kathleen. I just, a lot of stuff has happened that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I think there is some sort of higher power here that's testing us.
And you want to follow the bloody footprints to the knife wielding maniac. You're the boss. I mean,
maybe we need to stop them. That's all I'll say. But we haven't found an exit yet. We haven't seen anything close to an exit, have we?
just that loop.
What do you?
All right, let's go for it.
What do you believe in, Kathleen?
God.
What would God want us to do?
Last thing he wants to do is follow a killer, even if following him is more literal.
I frown and continue following the footprints.
Follow.
They lead to a door on the right. Bloody handprint on the door handle.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
They lead to door on the right side of the hallway. A bloody handprint on the door handle.
I pull out my shirt, my tucked-in shirt, and put it over the door handle to not get blood on my hands, and I try to open the door.
The door swings open, revealing the main cubicle area of natural nutrients. Lenny, ahead of you in the corner, smashing his head against the wall, whispering, mumbling something to himself over and over again. Fuck. Fuck.
I turn away. Fuck.
I cautiously look.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I look out wordlessly at the cubicles.
Other than Lenny to the left, no one else in the cubicle area. The offices on the perimeter, most of the doors are closed except for the one across from you.
Look, it's the bloody footprints. They keep going. I think you're right, Frankie. Let's follow them. Let's take care of this guy. We can take him. 3 against 1. We got it.
Hearing Rio start talking, I turn my head back and then stare at Lenny. Is he reacting?
He continues to smash his face into the wall, mumbling quietly to himself.
I put a finger to my lips and start pacing around the cubicles.
I turn away. My face twitches with every pounding of his head into the wall. Noise.
Echoing from Lenny, the words, "Where's the report, Lenny? Need you to work late tonight, Lenny. I need you to come in on the weekend, Lenny. Where's that report?" Paying no attention to you.
I try to make my way across the cubicle farm and gesture for the others to follow to the other side.
In the dew silence, I see Rio almost out of my line of sight and hurriedly begin going after him.
As you pass a cubicle to your left, a computer screen is on, and a man sits at the chair, feet up on the desk.
I say, "Who's there?" in a unwavering voice.
The chair spins, and an unfamiliar man with the name tag Ryan on his chest looks at you and says, "Oh, just enjoying the show." Static on the screen on the desk. It's so very exciting.
I say nothing and stare at him.
He gestures at the screen. Would you like to watch with me?
How long have you been?
We won't tell the boss. Don't worry.
How long have you been working here?
Feels like an eternity. And he gives you a smile.
I stand up straighter and look him in the face. Are you the devil?
He gives a wide grin. And he says, I'm just a man who's sick of it, all the bullshit. And wants some excitement in his life. Wouldn't you say, Frank?
I don't know you. I don't think you're a man at all. I think you're something else.
Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? We're all here together.
What if we don't want to fucking be here?
You could always take the plunge, and he points to an open window on the other side of the room. Giving you a wide grin.
No, because God wouldn't want that.
Or, he gestures at Lenny, you could join in on the fun. Lenny's having a blast. And have you seen Michael's? Oh.
I grit my teeth and haltingly try to make a step towards the man. But I feel the bile rising in my throat, and I take a step back.
He smiles, brings his feet off the desk, turns the static-filled screen towards you. Why don't you take a look, Frank, and see some of the excitement? It's quite the show.
No, I won't look at anything you have to show me.
He puts his hands up defensively. Fine. I see you're, you'd rather take part than watch. Fine by me.
I don't want anything that you're doing, devil.
Frankie, come on, let's keep going. You had a good plan there with the confrontation and stuff. Let's leave this guy behind, a loser. He's got his own thing going on. Come on.
Rio, I don't know who that is.
He doesn't work here.
Hey, man, do any of us really know who anybody is, man? Really makes you think, doesn't it? Come on, let's keep moving. We got a good thing going here.
He puts his feet back on the desk, turning the monitor back towards himself as the scream of a man echoes from one of the offices on the perimeter. The corner office.
That's our cue.
I'm not gonna leave this office. I tried to take another step forward. I'm able to take a step forward. I'm gonna send you to hell. And I punch down the monitor onto the ground.
The monitor falls and shatters. And Ryan sighs. Fine. If you want to be that way, Frank. And he looks up at you, looking you deep in the eyes. His eyes give way to a pitiless emptiness spiraling downward, trying to draw you in. Defend roll.
Critical failure. The eyes, they're like black voids.
Hey, Frank, I owe you one. Boom! Right in the kisser.
I quickly go behind or up against the back of the man's chair, the man claimed to be the devil, and grab onto it.
Rio, melee check.
Yes, I barely succeed, but I do succeed.
Frank, taking a strike of damage, you get knocked out of this trance.
I rip the chair back.
Ryan, unmoving, falls back with the chair. Wow.
Please repeat. You kind of cut out there.
Ryan, unmoving, falls back with the chair onto the ground, laughing.
Step out of a Kusa, let's go.
You. I almost got you.
I attempt to grab Ryan by the back, and my eyes dart to the open window.
He follows your eyes and gives you a big grin. Like I said, there's only one way out. If you can get there.
I attempt to grapple Ryan. If he resists.
He does.
I fail as well.
Yeah.
My hand goes for his throat. One hand goes for his shoulder. I wrangle with him on the ground.
He resisting your efforts, but failing to get away.
This is gripping, but I have a feeling that I should look over towards where that scream was coming from. So I tear my attention away and look back over there.
The corner office where the CFO likes to spend his time. door closed.
I make my way to the nearby employee break room with its glass doors, glass walls.
Inside the break room, Laura sits at the table with a giant stack of papers, pen in hand, writing on each of them, finishing one paper, sending it across, taking the next. It never stops.
I shake my head, keeping myself from being distracted by the hypnotized woman, and I rush over to the coffee pot with the liquid within, frozen solid, heavy, and rip it from its holster and rush back to Frank's confrontation.
Ryan grips Frank hard and tries to pull your eyes towards his, struggling with you physically.
Failure. I managed to get my head slightly away, but my strength isn't what it could be. I'm fading.
I find myself walking towards the corner office automatically, and not really with any volition, but I'm not trying to stop myself either. I just find I'm compelled to leave this tableau and check that out.
The door of the corner office stands before you.
I watch my hand reach out and grasp the ice cold doorknob and turn it and push the door open.
Inside the room, the CFO, bound to his office chair as an accountant, stabs a letter opener into his legs, his arms. This is what you get for all the pain.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. That will be all. Your services are no longer required here. Please just drop your key card off at the door. You know the way. You can let yourself out.
Social.
I failed.
You're with him, aren't you? As she rushes towards you, trying to stab you with the letter opener. Success.
A success of 7 on my defend.
She brings her letter opener down towards your chest.
I grab onto her with my CrossFit strengthened hands and just start squeezing it and fighting for my life, which I realize now is more precious to me than perhaps I first thought. I've learned something important.
Kathy.
Taking a stance, got a good range between myself and that confrontation. I mutter, it's heavier than a throwing axe, but just like Dad showed you, and position myself to hurl past Frank's head that heavy frozen coffee pot towards the man accused to be the devil. Failure.
The coffee pot glass shatters on the floor as the frozen coffee spins.
I make a final desperate attempt to wrench Ryan up and out the window. Success. I get him halfway out.
He smiles, grabs onto your lapel, and jumps backwards, trying to pull you with him. Critical success.
Frank!
Failure. Ah! I tumble screaming into the void.
Never to be seen again.
Frank. I look at the door that Rio disappeared into. Nervous, I don't join him and slowly make my way past the man smashing his face into the wall and towards the stairwell door.
Rio.
I said you were terminated, so pack your desk and get out of here. And I try to wrest the unsharpened letter opener out of her bloody little hands. But I do not succeed. But I rolled better than that.
She fails. The letter opener falls to the floor next to both of you as she struggles against you.
I leap to try to make my way to my feet and just push her off of me and get myself between her and the CFO as we jockey for position.
Success.
I had a critical failure. I don't do that.
She manages to throw you off as you land your back onto broken glass from a coffee pot. As she slams the door in front of you. And I think that's a pretty good place to end.
Yeah.
Potentially trapped forever.
I'll end with Kathleen opening the stairwell, the emergency stairwell, and going upstairs. To find who knows.
I think the final shot for Rio is I'm standing at that open window and I'm just looking out wistfully, and I take one step towards it, and then the credits roll.
All right. First of all, I did the hot swap of my audio. So does this sound like shit? Is it at least audible?
It sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe a little bit quiet.
Yeah. Also, my modem died, so two things happened at the same time. So like that. Sorry about the technical issues.
No, it's cool. No, we played it in. We got it in there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, my character's disoriented, but he was still disoriented, so it's all good. Let's see. We've got let's thank some of the viewers here. We have Captain Conway coming in for the whole UnPC, as far as I can tell. Thank you very much for watching, my friend. We also have the Spawner. I don't know who the Spawner is. A new viewer, a new 4D member, new
Stealth.
4D fan.
Yeah, a stealth Discord guy.
A stealth Discord guy.
Yeah.
Well, join the Discord. Better than watching slop. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Yeah. That was Ultimate No Prep Challenge. That was this week's challenge. Did everyone have fun?
I had a great time.
Fun?
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Yeah.
I love
It's
the
an
character.
interesting challenge.
Oh, for sure. The horror atmosphere with the kind of like the spectral office. It reminded me kind of House of Leaves. Have you guys anyone read House of Leaves?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good reminder. Because kind of like the evil structure that is intelligent in some way. Did you have? Are you Pancake? Are you willing to kind of spoil what your?
Oh yeah.
What the mythology is behind this?
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
That's a great answer.
That's what the sausage
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I was just letting it flow.
Gotcha.
I was just, I didn't have anything particular. I was just kind of letting my experience broadly kind of
Gotcha.
just guide me.
Gotcha.
I actually did struggle a little bit because I was like, well, with all these like loops and stuff, I kind of feel like I'm taking agency away because what choices do they have to make?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It feels a little weird.
I think like it would have been like I tried to kind of like force specificity, like the Christian God is punishing us. So I think something more specific happening, like you see, there's a symbol of a black dog everywhere, or whatever the fuck, like that might have kind of like allowed us to have more to work on. I was reminded a lot of Hellraiser too.
It was very, very Hellraiser, the twisted purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of the thing with this type of horror is that removing agency is kind of part of the genre, right?
It is kind of the
and so I never felt like aggressively thwarted by it. So yeah, I think you totally made the right choices there in where you were taking us. We immediately tried to split up the party, and then you wouldn't let us, which is pretty great. So I had a ton of fun.
Yep, that was really well executed.
I do remember really not wanting to put a monster in.
Yeah.
All around us.
Yeah, I think kind of like you during our pregame, you did mention like oppressive atmosphere was kind of like something that you really wanted to have, or something that inspired. So I think that part was
that reminded me. I was trying to put my finger on it, and I realized it mid game, and I really liked it. That we all kind of had something to say at the beginning, because I guess we all didn't know where he was going to go with it, where Pancake was going to go with it. So we all had a little something that was like, oh, but fucking, gray, banal, office building, it all sucks. We all sprinkled a little bit of that in there, and then I felt like it really came to a head when there were those throwbacks to your character Chris with Frank and how he like saw the images of his family. Oh, that was the other thing where I thought this was a really subtle way of co-creation. Let me know if this was conscious or not. When you were when you were having a lot of focus on you, and you're being a higher management at the company, so that makes sense. A lot of the things that you were doing were fighting back against Pancake. You were actively like, this isn't it. I know this isn't it. This is not right. This is not my beautiful family. These aren't photos I recognize.
Yeah,
things like that.
Yeah, well, the way I decided to play it, kind of being like confronted by all this stuff, was to come up with I've been dosed. So it was kind of like my character operating under the assumption was like, okay, so I've been drugged somehow. So I'm wandering into somebody else's office and I'm playing with their stuff. But like, that was my character's initial theory. So I feel that I was kind of co-creating, but I was also just kind of like, my character was operating under an assumption that wasn't true, probably.
Yeah.
I really liked. I thought it was really good having a character in there who had a level of certainty. Like Frank seemed more certain, and than the other characters.
You had to. You I feel like in order to kind of like role play in that circumstance where you're kind of like in a dream world or you have dream logic, you have to say, well, my character thinks that reality is like this.
Yeah.
And then they say that and they try to do that. And really the kind of like, okay, so this is actually a good point with what Dom, you were just saying, which is like, I was not co-creating, because what I was simply doing was saying, my character believes this, so I'm going to operate under those principles. Yeah. And I actually expect to be proven wrong as a player. Yeah. Would like, okay, I don't think Rio actually dosed me. I don't think the Rio character did that.
I know. I apologize a little bit in retrospect, because I wasn't actually expecting Rio to turn out to be such a terrible person. But the more I played him, I realized that no, this guy just really is a terrible person and has done terrible things. And it just kind of really felt like right in the genre and right with playing with you guys. And I think my favorite part of the entire experience was when I saw the staff secretary and said, "Oh no, it's Skinny Kathy." And Kathy's like, "Her name was Donna, you asshole." And it's like, it breaks all the rules of like always say yes and build on what your other improv actors are doing. And it was that comedy that comes out really organically. And there was nothing comedic about the scene or about the setup or anything, but it just felt so great in the moment. So yeah, totally. My hats off to you, Dom, for just working that in there, and it really worked for me really, really well.
Yeah, I had the stand going where it was like, I know everybody's name if they're on the list. So that was the thing with the devil, me sticking with that, where it was like, I don't know this fucking guy. But what I wanted to bring up about what you did with Rio was I like the archetype, I guess, of like the jock guy who's just gonna spout out a bunch of nerd shit. So it's like, oh, the guy's on R&D, hooked us up with a science experiment.
Yeah, and so I think like earlier on in the day in the Discord, a few people were talking about Night of the Living Dead, and you remember how that had like sort of this theory that there was a passing meteor and then all the dead came to life, but it was kind of like just dropped in there and never confirmed or denied, and that's kind of, I think, where we ended up. And I think a great place for that theory to be that, yeah, it's kind of a science fiction-y, fakey theory that sounds vaguely plausible, but doesn't hold up to any sort of scrutiny whatsoever. But the whole scenario is so absurdist and surreal that maybe, you know. So yeah, so and yeah, I you know, I loved Frank's response to that, to just, you know, slugging me, and it's probably your fault because you had that internal monologue about, I think that guy dosed me, and that really planted the seed in my mind that holy crap, that is totally something Rio would do. So yeah, so I like that.
Okay. Cool. I think that's everything. Thanks everyone so much for playing. I'm going to end the stream, and we're going to go to the after party chat that always happens at the end of UnPC. If only you could be a fly on the wall for that. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night to all the viewers, however many there are. Ending stream in